Alright, he's already started this fucking shooting shit. Just a second ago, well, more like a couple minutes ago, he was racing down the fucking street, jamming that loud ass fucking music. And next thing you know, there's gunshots minutes after that. So, I'm gonna put this camera up against this window right here. Let's see if we can catch him driving. And let's see if we can catch him shooting. Let's see if we get it on. See if we get it on fucking camera and figure out what direction he's coming from, because whatever direction that is, that's the direction we're headed to and we're headed in. And if that's the case, we'll go live for that. So I'm gonna be quiet just so we can see for a minute if we catch him or we hear the gunshots. You might be asking, why? Let me tell you, no. Ain't no fucking vigilante. Ain't no damn do-gooder. Ain't none of that. It came to the left. It came from the left. So I ain't any of that. All I am is somebody tired of the fucking bullshit, dude. I love my country. And I think throughout these years, I've seen so much disrespect to it that I just can't agree with any of it. With none of it. It's all irrational. All of it is completely irrational. The open borders, the protecting illegal immigrants before we protect our own citizens, and just like, the State of the Union speech the other night was a perfect example of just what the fuck. And there it is. There it is. That was down there to the right. Okay, listen to me, hear it one more time. Down here to the right. But that fucking bullshit, man. There's so much disrespect coming from these immigrants that should be grateful to be here. And it's just like, man, I can't get with that, man. And you know what? I'll be honest, like, I've politics, whatever. I'm an American. I'm a patriot. Whatever you want to call it, man. But fuck the politics, man. the politics about everything are just, it's not my style. It's not where I'm at. But where I am at is at some point in time you got to protect your backyard and your front yard, and you got to realize when it's being invaded. You got to realize when the enemy is like literally in your house. And everything now is just so irrational. Like common sense thought and is where I'm at, man. And I've been on the end of both things. I fought for police brutality against, it brings me to this little story, right? There's here in San Antonio, there's a nonprofit called Act Now, Act Now. It's with Ananda Thomas. She runs it, and it's they deal in police brutality and stuff like that. And when my brother from another mother, Baltazar Rodriguez, was beat to death, well, allegedly beat to death, and died in their custody, I kind of went to war with them and against them and the police department and everything, man. I went with Act 4 San Antonio, or the nonprofit with Ananda. She came out and she helped me and everything. She helped me, get down to the bottom of it, get in touch with some people. She put me in touch with some reporters. They did a couple stories. I had a mural painted from my dead brother, and I mean the whole works, man. And you know what? And I'm no homophobe. I don't really care about trans, gay, whatever. Just, I don't want to talk to my kid in fucking school, right? And I don't want to hear anything about it. I don't want to be anything about it, right? But I do have an open-minded, right? And Ananda Thomas, she had done so much to help me. I want to say get to the bottom of things and kind of start getting things squared away. And so I said, I should, she invited me to some show. And to a couple of them. She invited me to a couple shows, right? And so I'm like, okay, I said, I'll go. I'll say they were drag shows. I ain't never been to no fucking drag show, right? But this lady had helped me out so much that, like, I was really grateful. And I just wanted to, I wanted to support her. And so it didn't seem political, just seemed, hey, that's their thing right there, and yada, yada, yada. And I went to the show. Not my cup of tea, but, or my daughter's. My daughter didn't really care for it too much, but I didn't think of it as an Act 4 San Antonio thing because it had nothing to do with police brutality. I was thinking it more of as an Ananda Thomas thing, right? And so I just wanted to be supportive, to the woman that was supporting me and my ventures into getting the video footage from the San Antonio Police Department of my brother's death. And so I went, and, no judgment or nothing. But when it was all said and done with, I saw how all of that was mingled and intertwined in together. And long story short, all these mothers that had their kids or loved ones murdered by SAPD, they're a big circle, man. And I believe that we would call it the group, the club that nobody wants to be a part of, but we all were. Well, as much as support as I had started and was willing to give to Ananda 4 Act 4 San Antonio and Ananda Thomas and them, the last thing we were talking about is putting a mural for those killed by or in the custody of SAPD on this one building, and I was going to contribute the paint and then a lot more other stuff, whatever I could. And then I got a call from them saying, from Ananda herself, telling me that, I've talked to the mothers, and we don't want to put Junior up there because. But she said we don't want to put Junior's stuff up there or Junior's face up there because it was excited delirium how he got killed. And when we got the video footage, the only video footage, and this is my thing, right? If it is, it is. If it isn't, it isn't. But we got the video footage, and when we got the video footage, the only video footage that was there was nothing but them acting like they're trying to revive him. That's it. None of the footage on the stop, the initial stop, how it all started. You can tell the footage was doctored and everything else. So that alone right there speaks for itself, right? So that's enough, that's another human being that died in the custody of San Antonio Police Department while being stopped, detained, or arrested, or incarcerated, or anything like that, right? That enough, the fact that the footage was all doctored, we didn't get any of all the real footage of how it all became, how they even got behind the back of the fucking store when originally he was in a car. So why is he taking in the back of the store? Anyway, long story short, they said that they weren't going to put him up there. And all the mothers had talked about it. All the mothers from the club that nobody wants to be a part of. And I listened to Ananda tell me that they weren't going to use him, his face, up there on that. And back then, I didn't really realize, but I flew off the handle. And I said, man, fuck you, man. Are you fucking serious, man? Fuck you, man. What it was is that and I found out later, what it was is I wasn't a Democrat like that. Like I didn't support like I wasn't gay. I didn't support their fucking gay initiatives and ventures that they have over in different countries and everything else that she was doing. I didn't support that. I actually kind of joked about it. Which brings me to my point. Like, there's no rational thought behind it, behind what they're talking about. Maybe because from what I know and remember is we used to be able to disagree. We used to be able to debate, disagree, not see eye to eye, but we had one thing in common, which was America. We're all Americans. USA, go USA. But now it's like, oh, well, you don't woke culture. You don't agree with LGBTQR whatever rights. You don't agree with this. You don't agree with that. Like, bitch, what the fuck you talking about, man? Are you fucking serious? Like, what the fuck does that have to do? You know goddamn well my brother died under suspicious circumstances in the custody of PD, and you're not gonna put him up there just because I don't fucking agree with your ways. And that's the woke, democratic, fucking far left motherfucks, dude, that allowed these fucking illegal immigrants in here without any kind of vetting to destroy our country. That's it. And so I've went against the police department for the death of my brother that occurred, for the video footage. I fought them and I won. But do I believe that all fucking police are bad? No. But I believe if you do something wrong, you should be held accountable. It is not about Republican. It's not about Democrat. It's rational fucking thought and behavior, man. Like, just because you don't like me, don't let a million fucking a million illegals in here that are plan on doing nothing but rape, pillaging, and plundering. Because you wouldn't do it if the tables were turned. That's what I'm saying. So anyway, like, I've been on both ends of the fucking thing, man. And alright, back to the story here. So we're just waiting for one more time to hear the shots one more time, and I'm sure we will here in just a minute. The last we heard is up and to the right, and as soon as we hear it, let's see. Just give it a minute. me, I am not playing around. I'm gonna find out the exact. I have an idea. I'm gonna find out the exact location of that this motherfucker resides at, and I'm gonna put up a big old picket. And then get a few of the neighborhood people that I still know here that live in the same neighborhood, and maybe we're gonna go picket right in front of his fucking house. Put him on blast. Put his address in front of everything. And I got my big old fucking spotlight. So if I can actually pinpoint my finger on the exact location at the exact same time that he's firing his pistol, because I'm not about accusing anybody that didn't do it, but I mean, I know who it is, but I've never went as far as to following the cocksucker, you know, and to the exact house that he lives at. But now I'm going to. I've got nothing else to do. Maybe we'll be able to hear the gunshots. Maybe we won't. I don't know. If my dog would quit fucking snoring. Big head. Big head. Can you shut up? We're on a mission here, dude. Come on, Hooch. Go, get. I didn't ask for all that. Go lay back down. Go. Get over there. Well, I'm not going to sit around and wait any further. I know the vehicle that comes through here speeding, basing, loud, racing, not paying attention, almost hitting, running over kids and old people and shit, I know lives right down the street to the right. Down the street to the right somewhere in that vicinity. I know that for a fact. The gunshots I heard right now and have heard in the past come from straight forward, all the way down, and to the right. And late at night, it'll come from over here, the ditch. So I'm gonna go ahead and get in my van. I'm gonna get my spotlight, and let's see if we can find some assholes being assholes.